Hello, welcome to my channel. Today, we are basically going to do all signs, and we're going to see a different between readings. All right, different readings are very peaceful and very modern. Different ways, different contributions, whatnot. But we need to believe that everything can change. All right. I know that this is kind of like short notice. I know that everything seems to be different in ways. I know that basically you like to understand that there is a way that like on my channel I did a voting, right? And you can even ask if do you like these readings, yes or no, or different. That's how the question is. And I know that this can be very significant, right? And that's why I'm doing these very good. I know it's been a while since I did another video. It's been past couple of days. But you know what? This is how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna be. It's between you versus them. And it means that you'll be on the left side and them on the right side. Because that's how it is, right? If you think it could be on the right side for you, fine. You can say it could be right for you and left for them. It doesn't matter. But you decide. All right. Now, before we continue on, uh, basically, I only have a one announcement. Is that this video will go, and this will be very good of knowing what's going to happen. All right. Energies will switch from different things, different, and this is how it kind of be good. So the further ado, while everyone's trying to do the right thing and everything else, this is how it is at the moment. All right. Yes, it seems to be that everything can change, but you know what? It's okay. All right. These readings will be different, and this is how it is. All right. Now, Now, basically, while you're looking at the intro at the bottom of your um, bottom of my description box, this is between the positive and the negative. All right, it's kind of switches after that. So, and not only that, you can ask me one question. Like you can ask me one question, I'll give you one answer. And if you're on the top chat, all right. So, further ado, Um, basically, this is how it is at the moment. Feel free to watch, look for your sign that's going to come on, and hope that everything will be turning well. All right. Further ado, we are going to start with Capricorn is the first one, and then we're going to go down the line. All right. All right. So we have Capricorn in this picture. So this is between you versus them in this picture. We're going to try to do at least something. And I know it seems to be that this is kind of the very significant of the readings. So this is how it is at the moment. So basically you have one, two, we got three. So first we have Four of Pentacles is upright. Queen of Cups is reversed. And we have the Nine of Cups is upright. All right, so we have Earth and water energy in this picture. We have uh, we have uh, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then we got uh, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So you versus them. So if you're an Earth sign, this is for you. If you're them, you're the water sign. Now, the basically between this is that this is how it's kind of been switching nowadays. Everything can switch. It doesn't matter how it is. Doesn't matter how you understand anything. All right. You have to believe that this can change. Everything can change. Anything can exactly change. But you decide that is this good or this bad. Well, no. One reverse card, it represents that, right? It's a different interpretation. It's a different way. How? A different way? Let me explain. Is that this is kind of like it trying to change it, right? You have to understand, you have to embrace of what's happening, all this stuff. But the thing is that this is how it is at the moment. The energies can switch, right? Energies can switch. So further ado is that we're going to try to do this as another form. So what's the opposite of the Queen of Cups reversed? We have the Six of Wands upright, right? It means that basically in that format, because it's a different way of knowing, is that you're trying to see it a different way, right? Now let's see the Six of Wands upright. Six of Wands is you're feeling confident, self-assured, and successful. You're proud of your achievements and are ready to shout them from the rooftops. The people around you recognize your success and cheer you on. Exactly. If you are doing the right thing, then you're getting what you want exactly how it is, all right? Earth signs and fires, earth signs and water signs. The things will change in the end, but you decide that this can be good, all right? All right, Capricorn. I know that this reading is for you. I know it seems to be very almost like not very sabotaging. No, but you need to understand that everything can change. All right, it doesn't matter that it will change from following day, the following week, or the following month, or the following year. But these will change. All right, this is how it kind of is. It switches. Right. It that's how it is. All right, that's how it is at the moment. Okay. Now you understand that. All right. Great. Thank you for that reading, Capricorn. I'm not going to get these mixed up. Next one is Aquarius. Your deeper resolve rises. Aquarius is awakening. This is for you. So what's happening here for Aquarius? So we have that one. So we have the Seven of Cups is reversed. Tower is upright. Interesting. And the Four of Wands reversed. All right, so there's something going on in this picture. Um, right now, you're not going to a wedding. Absolutely not. It's reversed, which means that you're not going to a wedding, Aquarius. Sorry. But you are having chaos. Now, chaos is a bad thing. It's a negative feeling, and I know it's a negative feeling. And that's what the upward of the tower is. The Seven of Cups reversed. Let me try to see that. Seven of Cups reverses. You're overwhelmed by choice and are unable to move forward. Reduce your options and focus on what is truly important to you. Exactly. What isn't truly important to you, right? If you're not going to a wedding, for example, and you're having chaos, maybe it's time to look before you leap. That's what I'm going to say to you, Aquarius. Look before you leap. Everything can change in a moment. Anything can be enjoyable, but you have to understand that anything can go into your way or a different way. That's just how they can face it. I understand that things will go into the right direction, but as you can see, is that this is how it is at the moment, right? Exactly. Because when you see this in a different way, you absolutely are. All right, that's how it is at the moment. And it seems to be that anything can be enjoyable like that, right? That's how it is at the moment. This is how is changing by the minute. Now, not only that, let's see that. Let's see. What's the opposite of the Seven of Cups? The Magician. Interesting. So you look at the Magician, and you can see this as a wave. All right. Now the Magician. Let me read what the Magician tells you. All right. What I'm going to say, because you need to learn something from my point of view. It says here, you are taking action to manifest your goals and have the resources to create what you desire. You combined magic and practicality to bring your ideas to reality. Exactly. If you look at from heaven to earth or earth to heaven from different points of views, you're trying to get what you want. Okay? Now, in a way, while I'm looking at Aquarius, because that's you, when I look at this picture, it means that you're looking at the moon. All right? And you're probably saying to yourself, like, how can I get there? How can I go from here to there? Well, this is how it is. All right. If you're trying to go from where you're not going to a wedding and you're leaving that behind. Truth as it sounds, this is how it is. Because when you try to pick the right solution and solve a problem, exactly what you're trying to get. All right, this is how it is at the moment. But you have to understand that everything can change. Exactly, right? Do what's right, not wrong. Next reading. Serve your higher purpose. Eclipse in Pisces. Free will. Let's see that. Tell me something that represents Pisces. So the Knight of Swords reversed, the Five of Wands is upright, and then the Knight of Swords upright. There is something going on in this picture. The the Knight of Swords. You know, I don't know what's going on with that card. Let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. The Knight of Swords reversed. Quick action has turned to impulsiveness, later regret. Look before you leap. Think before you act. Your ambitious energy may be overwhelming and off-putting to others. Exactly. Exactly. Because if you're drawing into negative, you can't get out of it. Now, I know it's kind of besetting for you, Pisces. I know. All right, I know. I get the lecture. Now, if you don't know what a lecture is, well, basically a lecture is like you had a good time of talking, and you're talking and you're having a good old time, and all of a sudden you're having a lecture. A lecture could be conflict, because I'm looking at the Five of Wands. Now, between the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords, because it's between you versus them, if it would be, it has to be almost relative. It's almost like that. Because, when you have different kinds of ways and different ways and stuff, you have to understand that you're trying to get what you want, right? But when you have the Nine of Swords that represents anxiety, and you're not happy and you're sad, whatever, you have to change that around. Obviously, you can change stuff around and you can do whatever you want. It kind of makes sense, right? But you must remember that things will change. And I always say that. You have to believe in order to be successful. You know, it that's how it is. Now, not only that, what's the opposite of the Knight of Swords reversed? The Lovers. The Lovers is a very good card. Um, basically, let me look at the Lovers. Let's see. The Lovers upright, it means you have beautiful soul honoring connection with another. So you successfully integrate dual forces into a unified state. You face a choice of the highest moral grounds. Exactly. Exactly how it is. You are a connection to a different soul. I know it seems to be that it's very dawdling. I don't know if that's a word, but what that means is like if you're dotting, you know how a dot and you connect the dot and all that. If you do that, that's fine. But if you keep drawn to the dot and you keep circling and circling and circling, it's a repeated, right? It's a repeat. This is a repeat. Okay? I'm not making this up, Pisces. This is how it is at the moment. You can seek this information or you don't want to seek the information. You decide, not me, but I'm just the reader, right? I'm just telling you what the energies are. Okay? This is how it is. All right? So you decide about that. right? Just you decide. On to the next one. Believe in yourself. Moon in Aries. Courage. What is wrong with Aries? Is there anything going on? The High Priestess. The Judgment is reversed. Interesting. And the Eight of Swords. I knew about the Eight of Swords. You have to break that cycle. You have to break the negative cycle. I'm going to say this to you, Aries, because it's not, because I'm very trying to be happy. Okay? Not be angry, nothing. You have to break that cycle, which means negativity. Break the negativity. It has to work that way. I know it seems to be that things are going chaos, right? Chaotic. You know, I know it's not it's not good. All right. You're trying to be the best as you can be, but you have to improve yourself worthy that you can do right and not wrong. But you have to break this cycle. You have to break this cycle. You have to break the negative and then draw into the positive as much as you can. Negativity can be on to a person. For example, me. If I get negative and I can't get out of it, I am absolutely stuck there until I'm ready to get out of it. Sometimes it takes more than a week or a month or a year. Well, not even a year, but you know what I'm saying. You have to believe that if you have a circle of friends, they will support you. But if you don't, and you think about the opposite, you have to understand that is it right for you or is it wrong for you? You decide. I know it seems to be this is how it's very 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 instructive, but you have to understand that things can change. You have to change things away, Aries. All right? That's all you can do is to change. All right? That's how you have to do. You have to break this cycle. What's the opposite of the Eight of Swords for Aries? The Devil is upright, which means that you have, let's say, for example, that you are swearing. Swearing is bad, right? Bad language, whatever. If you're in that mood about that, get that mood out. You can swear onto the ground, outside, whatever. but you have to keep your mouth shut. And because what I'm saying is that this is how it is at the moment. I know that things are kind of change. I know how it kind of feels, but you must remember something. And I know why. Because you have to understand that things will change. And I know that. But you have to remember that, okay? Like, what's the opposite of the judgment card for Aries? Tell me something about that. Well, basically, the Three of Cups is reversed. So you're not looking for a friendship. But let me just read that to you so you understand what I'm talking about. But let me read that to you, all right? Reverses, collaborations aren't your thing right now. Instead, you're inclined to work on your own. You need to find a creative outlet to express yourself privately. Exactly. You're not looking for friendships, but basically you are actually in the background. A background, you know what a background is, right? Well, a background is a different picture, right? This is how it is at the moment. You have to change things around in order to accept them. You have to do that. I know it kind of is very settling, but you must remain this. You must. It this is how you have to face this. And I know it's kind of very very different, but this is how it is at the moment. All right, Aries, you can do the best as you can, but you must break this cycle, the Eight of Swords. You have to break that cycle. And if you break that cycle, fine. If you don't, I'm trying to help you as much as I can. All right? On to the next reading. Personal growth. Moon in Taurus. Self-esteem. What's happening with Taurus? This is very different, but we're going to do it this way. Okay, so the Emperor is reversed. Six of Wands is reversed. Interesting. And the Ace of Cups reversed. You know, when I look at this is all reversed, right? I don't know how I can read reversed. But this is how it is. I understand what's happening with you, Taurus, and this is hard right now. So let me see this a different way. What's the opposite of the Emperor for Taurus? What's the opposite of the Six of Wands of Taurus? And what's the opposite of the Ace of Cups for Taurus? Right, this is how it is, Taurus. Let me tell you something. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands reversed. You have wow, the Hermit reversed. And you have the Seven of Cups reversed. Why there's always why there's always something wrong in this picture? You know, like why? I would stop this reading, but I'm going to keep going. All right. What's wrong with you, Taurus? What is wrong with you? This is unacceptable. This is unreal, unbelievable, whatever. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 reverse cards. 6 reverse cards. And this reading is for you. Exactly. Now, what is one upright card that represents Taurus in this picture? What is wrong? And I'll do one more card that sees this. Let's see. The King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles represents Taurus. You know, that's fine. Yes, you're working, you're making money. That's fine. But when you have this, it doesn't add up right. You have to add things. Yeah, you have to add, not to minus. Reverse cards are between good or bad, and that's how the cards are falling. You have to understand something in order to believe it. I know that this can hit you in the behind. Like I know that. But you have to realize that things will change in the next little while. You have to change this and you have to change this. Yes, you see it in the video that there is, when you look at them, they look like upright cards to you. But for me, they look like reverse cards, right? I know that you have to remember that, Taurus, you have to find a way in order to achieve something. If you achieve something, that's fine. But if you don't achieve something, then what's the use? Okay, what's the use? You have to remember. You have to understand. You have to have this as a good and take situation. This is how it is at the moment. All right? This is how. Don't underestimate spirited Alex with this. Don't. It's not being pretty for you. It's bad. Okay? You have to change things around. You have to. You have to change things around. All right? All right. Next reading. Should I stay or go? Moon and Gemini. Indecision. So let's see what's happening with this. Now this reading might be large, but it could be medium, whatever it would be. So here it is at the moment. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. So we have this, we have this, we have this, right? And then we have, so this is the first one. So we have the 10 of Wands reversed. We have the Star. Is that right? Interesting. And we have the Queen of Swords. You know, I'm so happy for you because you have the Star, because you're wishing on something, and you're the Queen, which means that you have feminine energy, like what ladies have. Ha ha ha. Very funny. But anyway, this is how it is at the moment, all right? Now know that this reading will be large. Didn't I say that? Yes. Because there's going to be more to that. Because it's been a while since I used these. So, what's the opposite of the 10 of Wands of Gemini? So that's alright. So let's see about that. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. And then it says, will act for pennies. That's what it says. But it's reversed. So there's something going on with that picture. And let's see about this. What's the opposite of the Star card for Gemini? And what's the opposite of the Queen of Swords? So the Star is, the Fool is reversed. And the 5 of Cups is upright. There is something in between this reading. Now, there's something very different. You're trying to get the cup. That's what you're trying to do. And, you know, you're trying to do something that's different. Because when I look at the Fool, it's like, it says you have conceived or a new project, but aren't ready to birth it just yet. You're worried about the risks and fear the unknown. Exactly. You don't know what to do. I know. You don't know what to do. Hmm. I know, right? I'm just stuck in this position, right? Now the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Different times are coming to an end, particularly if you have recently suffered a major financial or job loss. You may find new resources of income, a new job, or someone will offer to help you out. Exactly. It would be a pain in the butt where maybe you lost a job, maybe you have difficult financial problems, whatever it is. But you know what, Gemini? If someone is offering you to um, make amends, which means helping you out, and exactly. Because if you're wishing on that, because you have the star there, you can do that. Because in a way that you can see it that way, but you don't see it. But you must remain uh, you have to you have to find a different direction. That's all I'm gonna say. I know that you can find a different direction. Obviously you can do that. But you have to remain in a positive way. You have to not stop and think, but think before you keep going. Turn things around. Make something happen. Be useful. You know, you can decide if you can should I stay or go. You can decide on that. Like not to not to be mean or rude, but the readings can make me feel different. It's almost like feeling sadness because you lost that, or you didn't take care of it, or you just left it behind, or maybe you just procrastination, put it off to the back burner and leave it there. I know. I'm gonna say this, and I'll tell you the truth. You have to switch. You have to believe in your own self that you can do this. And if you do it, great. If you don't, well, you're out of luck. And it's hard. It's really hard. Just saying. I'm just saying about this reading. Alright? You can do your best, you can do whatever you want, but you decide on that. Alright, Gemini? Don't make this to happen again. Don't. It's not worth it. A sensitive, introspective phase. Moon in Cancer, belonging. So this is how it is. Okay, so the Nine of Swords reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, interesting, and the Five of Wands reversed. What is going on for you, Cancer? What? I'm trying to teach you something. You're not doing anything. You're probably saying to yourself, leave me alone. I want to do whatever I want. Maybe you're saying that. I don't know. You must consider the following. You must. Let me explain. What's the opposite of the Nine of Swords? The Temperance is reversed. All right, so that's interesting for that. So the Temperance reversed. Temperance reversed. It says, center yourself and come back into alignment with who you really are. Focus on your own inner peace, not what's going on around you. Yeah, if you focus on yourself in the middle, you can do the right thing, all right? But if you're not focusing, you're just focusing on the world. That's very different. I know, right? Yes, it's all chaotic, but you must to turn things around. I'm happy that you're not having anxiety. You're not whatever, right? Because it's reversed, right? And that's fine. By all means, you can do whatever you want, but you have to remember that you have to change things around, Cancer. You have to seize the moment. Seize the moment, I tell you. Seize the moment. As I tell you, it could be it could, it could be your situation. That's how I'm seeing it that way. All right? Because what's the opposite of the Ten of Swords reversed? Show me something for one card. You have the Five of Cups reversed. Let me tell you. The Five of Cups reversed, it says, it is time to move on. What has happened can't be changed. Let go of what no longer serves you emotionally. Open up to the new opportunities available to you. Exactly. Exactly. If you decide that things are not working out, try to change things around that you are hoping for. If you can dream and you can just dream on that, that's fine. But you must remember that anything can happen, right? You have to understand this. All right, Cancer. You have to seize your moment and you can do the right thing. Because like I say, if you're a man or a woman or an auntie, an uncle, whatever, you must remain positive. You must remain. Never mind about the negative. Never about anything. You can change things around. If you just look at the positive and you can say, all right, I'm going to get this, then do it. Exactly how you can. All right? That this is how it is at the moment. All right? Try your best and you can see what could happen in the next few days. All right? With your reading. Because you know what? Anything can happen. Anything can change. From morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime. Or from next day to another day, to another day, the weekend, whatever it is, right? That's why energies can switch. All right? Right. Well done, Cancer. Let your inner hero out. Moon in Leo. Heroism. This is awesome. What's going on for Leo? Right, here we go. The Four of Cups is upright. The Temperance is reversed. Exactly. And the Lovers. This is a very different reading for you, Leo. What's the opposite of the Lovers for Leo? The Sun is reversed. All right. If you have that, what's the opposite of the Temperance card for Leo? The Knight of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands. Upright. Right. Anyway, the Knight of Wands. You're charged up with energy, passion, motivation, enthusiasm. You're channeling that energy through your inspired action. Fueled by ambitious and confidence. You're here to make things happen. Exactly. You're not looking for love. you had energy with this, but now it's offline to you because it's reversed. But if you are going with your satisfaction and your victory, you must remember that if you just notice anything that is changing with you, this is how it kind of is very, very good at the moment. I know that you must remember that, anything is possible to make it possible, but you must remember energies can change. You must remember that part. Because if you think about this, how you feel, the how you act differently, by all means, you're doing exactly what you want to do. And it's true. If you take it by step, day by day, month by month, year by year, and week by week, you can do what's right. You must remember things can go sideways, but unusual, you're not doing that. But you know what? If you are just doing this, then fine. Way to go, Leo. Right? You can do your best and you can just understand that. But way to go. Good job. Happy for you. Next one. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. Moon in Virgo. Contentment. What is new with you, Virgo? What is new with you? Let's see. So we have the Queen of Cups is upright. Four of Pentacles is reversed. And we have the Three of Wands reversed. I know. This is very significant reading. It's a different reading. And I think, in a way, how I'm saying this, in a good expression way, you are on the right track. Now let's see. Let's see. What's the opposite of the Four of Pentacles? The King of Swords. It's upright. What's the opposite of the Three of Wands? Five of Wands. It's an interesting reading. Wait, let me see. You're surrounded by conflict, disagreement, competition, and fighting. Everyone is activity, voicing their opinion, but no one is listening. Listen carefully to each person, or simply remove yourself from the drama. Exactly. It's not right to fight. I know. Fighting is very bad. Fighting is a negative feeling. And fighting is very irresponsible. I hate to say this, Virgo. Stick to the positive, or else you're going to have the consequences. And the consequences are severe, and it's not very good. All right? Bring peace to your life, and your relationships will flourish. Moon in Libra. Love. The Knight of Pentacles is upright. The Lovers is upright. And the Temperance is upright. I'm happy for you. You're doing the best as you can. But there's something different. Hmm. What's the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles? Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, you want to have collaborations, you want to work on yourself, you want to do whatever you want. That's fine. You're not looking for friendships. That's fine. Hmm. What's the opposite of the Three of Cups? The Four of Wands reversed. Hmm. There may be instability in the home or transition to a new home. Do what you can to settle in, ground yourself in your current environment, even if it is a temporary home. Exactly. Yep, exactly. You can do this as much as you can, but it's hard for you. It's just very almost contagious, but not. I'm happy for you. Just do what you need to do, alright? A change in your emotional life. Moon in Scorpio. Transformation. Alright, so the Four of Wands is upright. Wow. King of Wands is King of Swords is upright. The Moon is reversed. I wonder who's going to a wedding. What's the opposite of the Moon? Five of Wands is reversed. Alright. What's the opposite of the Five of Wands? The King of Swords reversed. See, there's this thing between an upright King of Swords and a reverse King of Swords. There are two types of different energies going on here. If you are a guy, you're doing whatever. But you're not, let's see that. Your expression of power and authority may be misdirected. You may be indecisive, feeling stuck. Center yourself and connect with your inner power. Yeah, if you do that, connect with your inner power. Connect with yourself. If you act differently, you can do whatever you want. But you have to make amends. If you think positive, you can do whatever you want. If you don't, you have to remain positive as much as you can. I know it seems to be that different, but you must consider the following. The following is where if you stay positive as much as you can understand that lecture. You can understand how you feel, how you act, you know. That's how it is, right? If you do that, anything can be happy for you, Scorpio. If you just think to yourself and understand what's happening, you can be active and be positive and understand what you're doing, and just think that you are on the right path. You must remain positive as much as you can, Scorpio. A good reading, but that's how it is, alright? Last but not least, freedom and adventure. Moon in Sagittarius. Discovery. This is the last one. The Fool is reversed. Queen of Wands is reversed. And the Justice reversed. This is weird. That's interesting. What's the opposite of the Justice card? Two of Wands. Alright. Interesting. What's the opposite of the Two of Wands? The Seven of Swords reversed. Let's see. You feel like a fraud, but this is fear talking. Get out of your head. Trust that you have what you need to make your new venture a success. Exactly. If you're not acting like that, you have to act nicely. Nicely is the best policy. That's all I'm going to say. If you just think positive, you can do what you want to do. Because This is how I'm saying this. This is how it understands this, right? I know. But you need to switch things around. If you are trying to go left, right, then fine. If you can't go left, go right. But you can do whatever you want, right? You have to remember that energies can switch nowadays. You must remember that this is this is how you can understand this. Readings can be referred to as good readings. Sometimes bad readings can turn into bad readings. But let's not say more. Let's do. As a matter of fact, that you must remain positive. When you don't remain positive, you're into a rut. A rut means that you keep doing over and over and over and over the same thing. And you keep doing it and keep doing it and you keep doing it. But let's not stop there. If you just take step by step, you are on the right direction. But if you're not taking step by step, you have to stop. Stop for a while until you reconnect. And that's how it is, right? I know that this is kind of like a pain, but you need to remain as much as you can. You know, maybe negative can just be like that. But if you change things around, well, go figure. Do what you need to do. Do what you can do that. You know, that's how it is. But before I let you all go, there's only one thing that you must remember. Energies can switch from periods of time, but if you're not doing this very much, you kind of miss it. And I know how the feeling is. Because if you keep this up long periods of time, you must remember that it's not always about the cards, but it's reading. It's how that represents to you. But that's how it is at the moment. Feel free to have a comment. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. And that's how it is at the moment. All right. Thank you and enjoy and have a good day. Bye for now.